my cousin, she had a husband, and she was tricking, and she taught me a lot.
Wait, she had a husband and she was tricking?
Yeah, we just wanted money. We wanted to go shopping.
So what happened?
And my mom's husband would tell me if I didn't do it, he would cause my mother to beat me, and my mother used to beat me a lot. And then, like, when I was in the bed, my uncle would get up every morning when I was 3 and 4 and 5 years old, and he would.
You say she what with your kids, Dad?
With him.
Wait, okay, hold on. Wait. Back up.
Yeah.
You said your mom did what?
Has with my kid's daddy.
How did you find that out? I'm gonna ask a question. It's gonna seem a little crazy. The audience is gonna murder me for it. But I'm gonna ask because...
What's up, YouTube? Make sure that you click the notification bell. We're gonna be going live in 2024.
And don't forget to tap in with my Instagram, @Marcus the Interviewer.
Now back to the content.
What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews, out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
Fine, thank you.
All right. So are you homeless?
Yes, I'm homeless.
Okay, but you say you just kind of got out of it.
Yeah.
You got your housing, but you're still in that position.
I'm waiting this week, and I'm praying, and I lifted it up to God that my paperwork go through, because I'm supposed to move in the Imperial, and I'm waiting for them to do the background check and everything. But I know God gonna make a way.
Hey, listen, man, congrats on even being at that point in the process. So, all right, so as far as it goes, how old are you?
I'm 54.
54? All right, you look great. And so, how long, were you in this position of homelessness?
Well, I've gotten like this. My ex almost killed me 3 months ago in South Carolina. He's in jail on January 2nd. The same thing he sprayed me with. He choked and sprayed the police officer, and now he's in there for
what did he spray
attempted
you with?
Murder. He sprayed us with pepper spray, but it was a different kind of pepper spray.
Okay, he's in there for attempted murder on
and
you
battery on the police officer, and he has a warrant because he had beat me, and they were looking for him.
Oof, man.
And he has burglary.
Why was y'all into it? Like, why did he beat you or what?
Well, we were on drugs. I'm a recovering addict.
Okay. What drug, by the way?
Crack.
Crack, okay.
I'll be 3 months clean in 2 more weeks.
Okay, well, listen, congrats on the sobriety,
yeah, God
okay?
Is God.
Yeah,
and
one foot in front of the other with
and
that.
I'm saved.
Okay.
And, he had got in with this gang. And I had been clean last year. I came down here, and I was here for 7 months, and I was 7 months clean. And he got out of jail, and I went back with him because he said somebody owed him some money. So I got held for a hostage of him.
You got held for hostage?
Yeah.
He held you hostage?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he was in with this gang, and I wanted to come back to go back to group. And
go back to where?
To groups that I was, in recovery.
Right.
And then I was in love with.
Well, I mean, but was it also some of it that you just kind of wanted to do the stuff that you was doing, like the crack or whatever?
No, it wasn't the crack. It was him. It was me putting him before everything.
Okay.
I was in love with him.
Okay.
But I'm calm now. I'm at another. I'm
You're
finding out
space.
who I really am. Because I used to prostitute too, and I was doing that while I was with him to get us money to get high.
Wow. And so
he got in with this gang, and the guy, I told him that I had to leave. I have to go back to Atlanta, and the guy told him to kill me. And so that's when he tried.
He tried to. Okay. So we're gonna unpack some of that, right? As far as the prostitution goes, like, you're 54 now. What age would you say was the first time you ever did that?
36.
36? That was a very specific and quick answer. What was it that happened at 36 that made you get into that line of work?
I got on crack.
Wow.
And I didn't like what I was doing. I'm the only child. I'm from Atlanta. I'm Miami. I'm half Haitian and half Indian. I'm the darkest one in my family. My dad is full-blooded Haitian. My mom is an Indian. And I got on the crack because I was with a guy. It's always a guy. And he blowed it in my face, and I liked it the way it made me feel. And I started getting on crack, and after I broke up with him, in order for me to continue to get high, I would go out and I would turn days.
Okay. when you was doing that, at your lowest points, what would be the lowest you would charge? And then at your highest points, what would be the highest you would charge?
What you mean by charge?
Like for the Johns or whatever.
Oh, I would go up to $50, $100. The lowest would be $30.
Okay, so that's what was going on out here. Okay. And so do you have any kids?
Yeah, I have 6. I'm the
6
only
kids?
child. They're all in I got 3 in South Carolina. I got a psychiatrist. I have a health assistant, 1 in the National Guards, 2 chefs, and 1 supervisor.
Okay, so they're all doing well.
Yeah.
All doing well. So I'm asking, okay, so hold on, we're not gonna finish?
I got to go and you do interview with somebody else. Just send me $5.
We gotta finish it. Like, why don't you do this? Take my number down and you can shoot me a text. Take my number down, okay? Shoot me a text. And we can finish it, okay?
Hey, superstar.
Hi.
Ain't she a superstar?
Tell me what you got on today.
All right, so I got the number right here. Okay, so I got you right here, okay?
Oh, that
I'll
my
shoot
name
you a call.
popping up
Yeah,
on
I got
there?
call ID.
You know that shit
I got call ID. No doubt, sweetheart. All right, okay. Okay, so, all right, so, you know, sound like the kids did well. I'm gonna ask, you know, did you raise them or did someone else or did the state raise them in certain points?
my mom. I'm the only child. I was on powder. I snorted.
Right.
And I taught kindergarten for 7 years. I worked with a assistant.
You was a kindergarten teacher?
Yeah. And I was assistant manager at Rich's, but you know, I got.
When did you start snorting? What age?
17.
Okay, so you snorted from a teenager or whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Okay. All right, and so have you ever been married?
Yes, I was.
Okay, are you still married?
No.
Okay, so what age did you get divorced?
I don't know when he got the divorce.
Okay.
I'm glad he did.
When did you get married? What age?
In the 90s, in 1990.
Okay, so sometime you was probably in your 20s or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, and so how long did that marriage go for?
3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
What was it that made that marriage dissolve so quickly?
I didn't want him. I was trying to. He was in the military. He was in the Air Force, and my cousin, she had a husband, and she was tricking, and she taught me a lot.
Wait, she had a husband and she was tricking?
Yeah, we just wanted money. We wanted to go shopping.
So what happened?
And she taught me how to get a husband so that I can have a military ID and to go shop.
So you married this guy just because he was in the military? You get the benefits?
Yeah.
Wow, and we hear about that all the time.
I'm not that way no more. God
listen, I mean, I was about to say, everybody evolves.
Some things.
Well, and we want to know about that.
Who I was in life.
Listen, we want to know about that because here's the thing: if there's some young military guy watching, right, he needs to know that.
Yeah.
Some of these women that come after them, they don't really like them.
They don't want them. They just want the money.
So was he kind of like a square, and you kind of wanted like
more of a... He was a police officer. He was ugly. He was a police officer in the Air Force.
Okay.
In Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Wow, Myrtle Beach. Okay. So you end up marrying a military guy, and
I was young.
And it was only 21. For 3 months. You was 21?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, I mean, like I say, did anything happen that made y'all break up, or did you just leave, or what happened?
He had went with another woman because I was doing all kinds of things. I was
So you was tricking off, you was partying?
I was partying, you know. And so that's when I went back to Miami.
So he thought he had him a little dark-skinned, little pretty young thing, and then you just doing whatever you want to do.
I didn't want him. I just wanted the money. And I thank God for changing me.
Okay.
Because I have someone now, he's half white, half black, and he's from here. He has 23 years clean. It's totally different.
Yeah.
Different.
And that's going to be
we didn't have sex we were together for a whole month before we did anything. We didn't do nothing.
Wow.
We you know, meetings, We talked on the phone. We got to know each other. It's a whole different, you know, when God
different
brings
vibe,
someone
yeah.
in your life, it's different. Which I thought that the things that I was doing and where I was going, that's who I was. But now that I'm clean and I'm going to meetings, you know, and God had to put me away. And, you know, even though I was homeless and in shelters, I believe that God put me to get along with me, to show me who I am.
So I'm going to ask you something real quick, right? I'm going to challenge that real quick. So if your old guy were to get out of jail and come back and say all these words and tell you all this good stuff,
I don't want
would
him.
you melt like
He
butter
almost
to a hot
killed
knife?
me. He almost killed
So
me.
you say, and you're saying that you wouldn't go back
I don't love
under
him
any
anymore.
circumstances?
I don't love him anymore, and it took me 8 years.
I get it, but just yes or no. You wouldn't.
It took me
you
8
wouldn't.
years. Everybody's shocked because I wouldn't leave.
Okay, so
I wouldn't leave.
you're definitely done.
I'm done.
Okay, so real quick, let's just start from the beginning. So where you from?
I'm from Miami.
You're from Miami.
I'm half Haitian.
Hey man, shout out all my zones, man. Shout out that 305, man, all day.
yeah.
Shout out that big old Dade
there,
County.
I'm there,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
there.
Yes, sir. All right, and so growing up in Miami, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
Well, my mom, it was just me and my mom. My
Okay,
mom
you and
worked
mom.
for criminal justice. She raised people to be police officers, and she was in college.
Okay.
My
and-
dad worked on a ship. He's the captain on the ship.
Okay, was he like active and present in your life? or-
Yes.
Okay, so he was active and present. And so do you have brothers and sisters?
I'm
You say
the
you're only child. Okay. All right, and so, I mean, growing up, would you say that you had like a fairly normal childhood?
Well, I was molested. I was molested by my great-grandfather.
By your great-grandfather?
Yeah.
At what age did that happen?
10.
10?
And from 3 years old until 11 years old, I was molested by her husband, my uncle, her baby brother.
Who was her husband?
My mom's husband.
Your mom's husband?
And my baby, my
So
mom.
your stepdad?
Yeah, he's dead now. And
So, what- just to be clear-
my mom's baby brother.
Your uncle?
Yeah.
Okay, all of them was... So, okay, just to be clear, molestation, because it has a big window, it has a big umbrella.
Yeah.
Was it just touching or was it beyond that and penetration and stuff?
Second day.
So they had you... wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Forgive me, guys.
No, listen. You
But I
was a
want to
child.
help somebody
I was
else.
about to say, you was a child, and it's important to know that these things occur. It's important to know the raw reality.
It's going
you know?
on. It's going on.
So, what would be your thoughts when, like, were they like forcing you to do this, or was
Yeah.
it like they kind of made you think that it was something to do, or
Well,
how did it
I was
work?
so young and I didn't know. My mom's husband would tell me if I didn't do it, he would cause my mother to beat me, and my mother used to beat me a lot. And then like when I was in the bed, my uncle would get up every morning when I was 3 and 4 and 5 years old, and he would feel me. And her other men that she had would cause me want to feel all in my vagina and want me to have sex with them.
Did you ever have sex with them?
No,
No. Okay.
I couldn't. I was scared. But I did suck their dick. I did.
Wow.
And
I'm gonna ask a question.
And they're doing this to kids.
Well, and that's one of the reasons why I asked. Okay, so what made that stop?
Nothing.
Well, in other words, you say it was up until 11. What made it stop at 11?
My mother sent me to South Carolina because I was getting in trouble in school.
Okay, so basically you got sent away, and that's why it stopped.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask a question. It's going to seem a little crazy. The audience is going to murder me for it. But I'm going to ask because I guess I just want to know how, kind of like what happens in these type of situations, right? So okay. These folks, they had you doing that. What would make that stop? In other words, would it be like you would do it to completion, or they would just be like, oh, that's enough, and then, or would like somebody come home or something and you'd have to stop?
Until they're finished.
Jesus Christ. You was doing that as a kid?
Yeah. Poor baby. I was. That's why I'm real quiet now. I don't talk. You know,
I was about to say, what effect do you think that had on you?
it had a lot. I didn't know who I was. I thought that that's what I had to do to get a man to be with me, is to make them feel good.
Wow.
I didn't think that I was beautiful enough. I still, you know, my boyfriend, he tells me I'm beautiful all the time. I still, you know, I'm trying to find out who I am. And I don't prostitute anymore. God, I had to ask God to help me. Because there's plenty of days when I don't have money and I want a pack of cigarettes. And at points, I had it in my mind to do it. But because I'm in recovery and I go to meetings every day and I
It's
talk
supporting
to women,
you, yeah.
they help me. So I can call them and tell them, this is how I feel. I want to go turn a date.
Wow.
And they will talk to me and we'll go through things in the book, and they will lead me and guide me to come back to where I'm supposed to be.
I'll tell you what, man, that is so awesome, man. That really is. It really is, because that's what it takes, man. It's so hard to get rid of certain addictions and certain things that you're used to doing. I'm going to ask a question, right? When you was, you know, tricking off and doing things like that, did you enjoy the sex, or was it just like, was it kind of disgusting to you?
No. I wanted the dope. I wanted them to hurry up, how I had to do it deep. Everybody liked me, who I dealt with. I didn't deal with people on the street. I dealt with police officers, people with businesses, with money.
Right.
And I wanted them to do what they had to do. Mostly white men.
Mostly white men?
Yeah, they were cleaner. And they didn't... The black dudes be like, flip it up, hold it down, pull it over, hello.
So black dudes trying to do the most.
Yeah,
and
man.
so the white guys, you say, they were just kind of easy and
they'll come.
Get in, get out, and
they'll nut, you know.
Okay. Wow. And you say it would be police officers and things like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even here in Atlanta. Yeah.
Wow. Do you ever see any that you used to do or whatever, and you just kind of think like, I know about you?
I've seen them. I don't get down like that.
Hey, man, I ain't mad at it. So, all right, so what are we doing at this point to try to get ourselves out of this position? So I hear that you're doing your meetings, you got your voucher and everything else. You got your new guy, right?
Yeah.
So is that pretty much everything that it's going to take for you to stay sober and everything else?
Well, I go to school. As soon as I move in this apartment, that's what they waiting on. It's right down there.
Yeah, I know Imperial.
The waiting is going to be in Conyers. I'm going to go there for group, and then I'm going to be a drug counselor.
Okay,
That's what I want to be. I was really bad.
When?
Here, 14 years ago. They just found him.
They just found him?
They found him, and he went to court last year.
For that?
I went to court.
For what you...
I went
Wait,
to
so
court.
tell me, how did that happen? So were you working?
I was a school teacher, and I got mad. My mom, was doing things, because my mom done went with my kid's daddy, and people that I've been with.
You say your mom what?
Went with my kid's dad. She did a lot.
You say she what with your kid's dad?
Had sex with him.
Wait, okay, hold on. Wait. Back up.
Yeah.
You said your mom did what?
Had sex with my kid's daddy.
How did you find that out?
They were in the house. I would go to teach school every day. She wanted me to get out. It was
so you wait a minute. So your mom was having sex with the father of your kids?
Yeah.
And
two other guys too.
Two other guys that you dealt with?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, how did you find? Okay, so you walked in on them doing this?
Well, he was molesting one of my kids too. He was molesting one of my sons. But one day I walked in because they were so mean to me when I would get out of school, and he told me my mom said he can stay, but she wanted me to leave. So I walked out the house and I came back in, and he was asking, "Where you been? Where you been?" I said, "What are you doing? Why are you out talking to my mama? Y'all together?" And she had her head down. I walked out the store and I started crying. He told me he was sorry. She wrote him. He had beat one of my baby son, his oldest child, and they sent him to jail here in Atlanta. He wrote her and told her he didn't want her. He wanted me. He wrote me and he wrote her. I didn't want him no more.
So how long were they having an affair for?
For a while. I don't know how long. They've been sneaking.
Wow. So your mom was doing that with your baby daddy. Okay. But so how did that result in the R word happening to you? You said that happened to you 14 years ago.
What? With him and her, my mom and my...
Well, no, you said something about you being raped, basically.
Oh, yeah. I was teaching at Cadazzle, and I had got my check, and I had got, into it with my mom. So I got on the train, and I got off at the Inman Park train station, and there was a guy out there, and he was selling CDs, and I asked him, did he know where some dope was at? So he said, yeah. He said, I got my money. You got yours? I said, yeah. So he took me where to get the dope, and I was getting high in there, and the dope boy ran out of dope. So I walked out the door, and I asked him, I said, anywhere else we can go? He said, yeah, I still got my money. So he walked down, and we were walking down close to Inman Park, and then he walked on a railroad track. When he walked on that railroad track, he said, the apartments are in back of here. He said, step down there. When I stepped down there, he hit me in the back, beat me down. He had a gun. He choked me, and he I begged him, and I prayed. And I know it was God that brought me back. I was naked. I got up, and I got ready to walk, and I said, please don't shoot me. Please don't. He said, keep walking. And he said, keep walking, and I started running. I ran down. There was this truck stop there, and I ran in there, and those guys called the police. They took the pictures of me. I'm naked. They took me to the hospital. They gave me a shot for HIV and for pregnancy. They did a whole big thing. So,
how did he end up getting caught 14 years later?
That they hunted him. I didn't know. My district attorney was a bad one. He had to get him.
Wow.
They pulled
it's a dog with a bone right there.
They pulled up my paper, and they said nobody never dealt with this paper. We got to find what he did to that girl. And they found him. And I was in jail.
Did you know who he was?
I didn't know him.
So how did they find him?
I don't know how they found him.
Huh.
They found him. But I went to court last year, and he had just got clean. And I was 7 months clean. And the judge was the meanest judge, the black lady in there.
Mm-hmm.
And she asked me what I wanted. I said, can you give him 10 years probation and 10 years in a treatment? And every day he goes to group to take a drug test. I said, because then he could probably help somebody else. Because he's clean now, and maybe he can help somebody else for the things that he's done. He did apologize in court, and she gave it to him. And I told her, she said, what do you want to be? I said, I want to be a drug counselor. I want to help prostitutes, trafficking, little girls. She said, I'm going to see you here, and you got a job here. She told me last year. They always check on me. She said, I'm going to see you in this courtroom, and you're going to bring them girls in here, and you're going to help those girls. Yeah.
I ain't mad at that, man. I ain't mad at that. All right, well, listen, miss, on that note, we really appreciate you taking the time answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
I just got my email. I don't have no way.
All right, shout out to email.
Just coming out of bad relationship. It's Katrina, capital Katrina, lowercase ELMORE at 27gmail.com.
All right. Well, listen, we really appreciate you, and definitely wish you nothing but the best out here, all right?
Yes, sir.
Make sure you have a good one, sweetie.
Thank you. God bless.
All right.